Susanna Lister or Susanna Knowler, circa 1670, March 8, 1738, was a British natural history illustrator and engraver who, with her sister, Anne Lister, created over 1,000 shell illustrations. Lister was born in Carlton in Craven and baptized in 1670. She had a younger sister, Anne Lister, and 6 other siblings. Her parents were Helen and Martin Lister. She was born at Carlton Hall, although her father had a residence in York. By the time she was 11, her polymath father was allowing her and her sister to experiment with oil paint, but he prevented them from doing any serious living until he had given them instruction. Her father had a large collection of seashells and they would learn how to draw these accurately. Martin Lister published a book of shell illustrations titled De Cochleus, and some of the illustrations are marked with the L9 and SL as attribution. Their drawings were etched in Oxford. They were some of the first women to use a microscope. Susanna and her sister's work was used by their father because he considered that the best engravers were not equally reliable. The illustrations were thought to be essential by her father as he wanted them to distract observers from his interest in mollusks. He was a physician and he worried that his interests may be seen as eccentric. In 1685, Martin Lister published the first 2 volumes of his 4-volume book with the ambition of illustrating every shell. The books would include 1062 illustrations that were the work of Susanna or her sister. The books were a systemic study of what would become conchology. Edward Lhwyd noted the enormous amount of work that the sisters donated to the task over some years. Women involved in scientific illustration at this time was unusual. Maria Sibylla Marion and her daughters are rare examples of others. In 1706 or 1707, she became the 3rd wife of Gilbert Knowler, who was about 7 years older than her. They would have one daughter who was also called Susanna Knowler. Lister died in Beaksbourne. Her legacy is the illustrations and engravings that she created. It was believed that the copper plates were lost, but her biographer, Anna Marie Roos, found that they were safely stored in the Bodleian Library. Roos believes that one of the copper plates may be the oldest extant that were used for the philosophical transactions, as all the similar plates were given as scrap during the shortages of World War I.